Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Cards and Castles episode. The first thing we're going to do, we're just going to delete every deck here. We don't care about them. Dunno, these decks were fun. I was enjoying purple a lot, but purple is definitely not going to be in our rush deck. I mean, possibly OTK rush might be an actual thing, but I'm pretty sure it's a bit too slow. So we're going to delete all of these. We're going to have the one deck, or maybe two. Let's see if we can find an alternative rush option that works well. Because I think the main colors I'm looking at are, there'll always be some red, but it could be matched with blue to get a lot of the extra buffs in, or it could be matched with some druid, because the druid cards can also provide a lot of benefit. Like you can attack twice with Bestial Rage. You have the Manticore to help keep a unit buffed. It's kind of like a 4 health buff to a unit, and often ends up being more than that because of the way that the lifelink works. So it's an option, but I think for now we're going to make a new deck that is going to be the classic rush colors of blue and red. So what do we want in this deck? Now, the bigger cost units, what do we have as options here? So Flame Prince, pretty great because it gets bigger. Primordial Flame has to be in there, and I only have one of them, so we're going to have to make some more of those. We're going to want some Unstable Constructs for sure. What else is a good beefy unit? The Darkbender could help, but we're not playing Bestial Rage, so that is just 4 damage on face, and then we've kind of sacrificed that unit. So we're going to opt for instead things like White Knight and Furnace Knight. I think the Vampire is worth considering, and I think anything above that cost is probably out of the equation. So what other options do we have in here? Rune Warrior doesn't really have the health stat. I mean, the Frost Giant could work, but compared to the Furnace Knight, the Furnace Knight is just better. It's just better value for the cost. The Vampire has flying and lifesteal, so I think the Vampire is going to be a better option. And all of these, just way too late. Way too late for this kind of deck, where we just want to aggressively get through cards. So we still want a lot of draw. So we'll play the Lumberjack. Now, the Shaman, I'm not sure about. Turn 4, I don't think we want to play a Shaman. I think we want to be playing some other cards, some buffs and similar things. We'll take Fear though, that can help us clear in front of their castle to get an attack in, and to move our unit where we need them in order to get Inferno damage in. And then I don't know, I mean, give a random unit +5 attack this turn could make a difference, but for 3 cost, I don't think that's ideal, especially as we're not sure necessarily where that damage is going to be. Because it might just go on, you know, a unit that we don't have an opportunity to attack castle with. Drakes cost 3 this turn, draw a card. I don't think we're going to play any Drakes, but we'll take a look. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's because I put Drakes. And what Drake do we have? Faithful Drake, Fire Drake. We do have the Green Drake, but like again, turn 5, I think we're getting more value out of things like Furnace Knight or White Knight. Oh, just got rid of a Vampire, which if we buff appropriately, should be fine. I don't know if there is a way to search for buffs easily. Yeah, so if we search unit, and these will be spells, the combo gain attack one, probably not amazing. This costs 1, so it could be an option, but we also want to have the added health, and I think that's going to be the main thing. So we'll take Battle Ready, which for some reason I only have 2 of. What else is going to help us out? Flame Shield, of course, is going in there. We don't really want to freeze a unit because that is a bit of too much of a delay. detonate units, place 3. Nope. Detonate could seal us the win. You know, if they clear like our big unit that's sitting on face, and then our detonate goes off. It's not bad, but it's pretty situational. If we don't get that unit on face where we need it, then that's not going to do much for us. What else do we have? Might of the Minotaur. That is of course going in. Reanimate isn't going to work for us as much as it is beautiful value. Double a unit's attack could help us win. Although for the most part, I'm not going to do too much difference. So I think we'll take Drain Life. We just want all of the buffs. We just need to get a unit, buff it. Lightning Blade or Ludicrous Strength? Both? I don't know how good this deck's going to be. I think Dragon's Fire should be a 2 of, because we don't really want to get to that point where that feels like a good card, but it might help us in case a game does go just a little bit too long. And then we want any other direct damage cards, because they are going to help us out a bit too. So Witch Bolt unfortunately gives them cards, which I don't think we want to happen. So we'll take Blue Firebolt because it helps us deal with some ranged units. Flamestorm not so much. And then what else do we take in this deck? We only have 16 units. So there are definitely some other good cheap units we can take. And we probably want to bring our curve down a bit to have more 1s and 2s in there. So don't want to take Hungering Pumpkin because our cards are too valuable. We could take Cockatrice, but maybe the Dwarf Miner is a better option. Fable Drake is also pretty good, especially for the flying benefit. Mischievous Imp can help us do a bit of damage. Not amazing. Okay. Do I want to take something more techy like the Lich? Oh, Flux Daves isn't the worst because it might give us a few buff cards. Let's try. This guy's pretty annoying. Let's put the Berserker in. And then we'll go for a 2 of something else. I think I want a spell as this 2 of. What could help us out? Freezing an enemy could be pretty useful. Or pull a unit forward could also help. Probably pulling a unit forward is more useful, but then just more Witch Bolt. Let's go with Witch Bolt. That's our deck. We're going to see how it works. Maybe well, maybe terribly. We'll see. Let's give it a good name though, and let's pick a nice castle for it. What do we have as our option? What looks the most rushy out of these? Something aggressive looking. Wish I had the Cobra. That would have been a good fit. I mean, the Windmill Hut does give us more forward propulsion for our units, which could help us out. Or yeah, let's go for the windmill. You know, we need that rush. And then we're ready to go. So let's see how it plays out. So here we are in our first game. We have Fear and Lumberjack, which yeah, I have to keep those because they just draw your card. So it's like having an extra card. I think even Salahar's worth keeping. That's pretty good. It obviously doesn't have the big unit we need, but we're going to get 2 cards replaced reasonably soon from it. Oh, that's very nice. So I think we want to push Salahar and just rush that. They might have a lumberjack, but at least we get 2 damage on face this way. Maybe I should have played it here. Okay, Salahar beats Salahar. And then we'll rush our Primordial Flame down, knowing that we can fear any blocker. Oh, or did we go for an Unstable Construct? They do have the coin. I think the Primordial Flame is... No, let's get there. Let's force them to spend their coin soon with a big unit like this. And then we'll play Primordial Flame and Lumberjack next turn, I think. Unless we really think there's something worth fearing. Cool, we got them to spend their coin. Are they just going to throw that into us? I'd be very surprised. They must be willing to take this 3 on face for now. Yeah. So we can afford to just put this in here. I think we want our Primordial Flame rushing up, and then we'll bring in a Lumberjack as well. So they can't attack the construct as it is. I do think I should have put the Dwarf Miner in instead of the Primordial Flame, but hopefully I could fear and get into a buff, perhaps. Would you help our Primordial Flame stick around? But fortunately the way it's positioned means that their Knight of Flowers isn't able to attack in a favourable trade with that card, which is now gone. Oh, yeah, that's that's how that card works. So if we could fear back, but it's not really helping us. So we could just bring out a Dwarf Miner and rush it and put a Flame Shield on here. And we're just going to go for face there. And we're going to rush with this so that they feel a bit of pressure to take on both of them. We can bring our Vampire out next turn, or if we feel the need to, we can fear. Ah, that's a shame. But they're still going to have to trade both in if they want to get rid of it. Not, well, they won't lose their Knight of Flowers, but they're definitely going to do it, yeah. Alright, what do we get? We get Dwarf Miner, so I think we take a step back and we're just gonna trade. Oh, do I just take the face damage? I don't really have much follow-up to do additional face damage, but this Knight of Flowers, if they get a buff, they'll trade off and then trade off, so we should probably get rid of this unit, because a single buff would be a problem for our Vampire, but hopefully we can pull a buff which will let our Vampire stick around. It does have flying, so depending how they place, we might be able to get face damage as well. Okay. It's a pretty annoying card. But I can just rush over the top and attack there. I will heal some back up. I think that's worth doing. Although I'll take 3, so I'll be on 2 and now I'll heal 2. So they will have to trade more than just the priest in. So that feels worthwhile. Oh, I do heal 3 in fact. Okay, I didn't realise that's how the armor works. And then we'll rush the Unstable Construct here. And we'll bring the Miner in here. I don't think we're going to fear yet, because I don't have many cards in my deck that I'm going to benefit from playing 2 of next turn. So I think the fear is more useful if I save it for a more useful pairing with something. Okay. It does kill that off, yeah. But They have left themselves open and they've got not many resources of cards left. Neither have we, but I think we have slightly better options on the board than they do. Although I have to keep remembering about that. I think I push that back. Rush in. Oh, do I take the L-Blade there? Nah, we can L-Blade next turn. Let's... do I want the Furnace Knight here? I think I want to push it. Yeah, because that could seal the game. If they can't clear everything, then we win. And our rush deck has worked. And if it works once, it must work every time. Although this person was playing that card which gives Chain Lightning 2, which is a pretty bad card from what I can tell, from what I've seen of things like Casting Conflicts. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to clear this game up. I'm going to be able to play Luminaris on us. That could help them. Not enough, I don't think. Yeah, but they don't know I have the L-Blade, so... Unless they have a rat in hand. Nope. Alright, what do we get? Vampire, but the L-Blade is all we need to finish the game. Nice. We made a rush deck, and it worked. So, oh wow. And that was 100th win. Okay. So, it worked once. We'll see how it goes in future episodes, and we'll tweak it as it goes. But let's finish off this episode by opening these packs here and seeing what we get. Got a quest pack. Not much there. And another quest pack. Not much there. And that was it. So, not great. However, one thing I totally forgot, which we'll have to obviously look at next time, is I only have one Primordial Flame. And I only have one Drain Life. So I need to create some copies of those. And I might even have to dust some other things in order to do it. So we'll have to figure that out for next time, how we can tweak our deck, optimize it, and build, hopefully, the best rush deck around. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, and of course, you should subscribe, because then you can find the next video. It'll just pop up in your feed next time. And we'll see how we do with this rush deck. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.